immunizations in general. Why do we do this and why does it matter? The point of an immunization is to expose our immune system to either the illness itself or to something that the immune system will recognize as the illness causing virus or bacteria, so that it can create a response much faster than if it had not had that exposure previously. We do this in a way that does cause an immune response. So if you've ever had a vaccine, you know that you might have a little local soreness or mild fevers or body aches. That is not the illness. That is your body's response to exposure to what's in the vaccine, demonstrating that your immune system has been activated. I see this response, when it happens to me, as a good thing, is active and working. Vaccines have been one of the most powerful public health measures to reduce morbidity and mortality across the human spectrum. We have eliminated diseases like smallpox and polio. We have markedly decreased diseases like measles, mumps, rubella, tetanus, typhoid, and the list goes on and on. Our most recent disease is COVID-19, and the impact of vaccines at this point, we have a very strong data to support a great effectiveness and a high safety profile. If I had one thing to tell you is that I want you to get vaccinated. If it's any consolation, I have been vaccinated and boosted. My family has been vaccinated and boosted. I give this to myself, I give this to my family, I recommend it for you.
Greetings, Islanders. I am Germ Man. As you may already know, the spread of germs and microbes have made quite a negative impact on island production, personnel calling in sick from their jobs. And for those who do make it to work, frequent bathroom breaks. And what will they eat? Food poisoning. I am responsible for such a dilemma. The simple neglect of utilizing available soap and water on one's hands has allowed me and my bacterial minions to rise in power. Islanders, it is now time for the bacteria to claim their dominance. Reach for your food with your mucus-ridden fingers. Shake hands with your island brothers and sisters, not in the name of fellowship, but rather for the sake of continuing the spread of our microbiological allies. There is nothing to fear. It will embrace the inevitable intestinal destruction that will eventually find us. Take it back.
To wash your hands properly, first turn on the water and put soap in the palm of your hand. Rub your hands together to get a good lather and scrub for 20 seconds, or sing the happy birthday song twice. Make sure to scrub between your fingers, the back of your hands, and your wrists. Rinse well and dry your hands with a paper towel. Use the towel to turn off the water and dispose of the paper towel appropriately.
My name is Sergeant Tsp. I am the canine handler here in Kwaj Atoll. We are here with Working Dog Lasta in support of the mission here at the Reagan Test Site. Come here. Hey. Nice. Myself and Working Dog Lasta are here to detect contraband, illegal and illicit drugs that are potentially coming onto the island to keep the community here safe and ensure a proper, safe work environment for all the people here in support of the mission. Yeah, sit. Stay. Stay, good, stay. The company bought Lasta from overseas outside the United States. She was then shipped into Huntsville, Alabama for training, during which it was the middle of the summer, so it took her a little bit to get used to the heat there. And now coming here, she has to get used to the humidity being right in the water. But so far, I think she loves it, and we're here to have a great time. Good, you ready? My favorite part about working with Lasta is every day it's different. A lot of jobs you come in and you're just, hitting the same buttons, hitting the same marks every single day. With dogs, they're like a person in a lot of ways. They have their own traits, their own personalities, so it's figuring out what the best way to get your job done is, and it changes every day depending on what the mission is. Stay. Good. Good girl. So Lasta is the working dog here. She's probably one of the most high energy dogs I've ever worked with. As you could probably see behind me, she's off the wall. She's looking around, and every day it's just adjusting to the way she works and trying to find that best meld where we can efficiently and effectively complete the mission here and keep this community safe. Overseas, and then she was actually shipped down to Alabama where we did our training. So if you guys see us out and around, feel free to come up and ask us questions. I'm here to keep the community safe and make my contribution just like everyone else here. If you do come up and we are working, we ask that you keep a 5-foot standoff distance while we have the dog out. And then for you pet owners here on Kwaj, we ask that you keep 10 to 15 feet away just for the safety of the animals. You ready?
Kwajalein helped deliver even more holiday spirit to Ebi residents during the annual Angel Tree Gift Exchange. Dozens of donated gifts were packed and wrapped, prepared to be handed out to various children from the island of Ebi. Kwajalein residents had the opportunity of sponsoring a child during this gift exchange. Items inside presents were chosen according to the child's individual interests and needs.
I want to thank all the people that brought us together in this afternoon. And I'm more than grateful that we met each other.
Me too. Thank you so much, Ken.
Hello, Doc Security. Your name is Stephen York, and this is you trying to call in your dive? And you're diving from the ski steps? Okay, why didn't you call this in while you were on land? You forgot to. You got a little too excited because there's an octopus you've been trying to get footage of, and you guess you got a little too distracted. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. How are you calling me from underwater?
You want to start flattening it out and making sure it's flat before you start on the next one. Figure out which way is easier, whether it's... Hello, my name is Scott Hill, and I am the organizer of underwater basket weaving on Kwajalein. And as you get towards the end, as it gets thicker, of course... So I organized this because I thought it was a fun way to poke fun at the underwater basket weaving idiom, as well as introduce Kwaj residents to some cultural aspects of Marshallese. I decided to start with the Inro, which is a Marshallese traditional serving plate. It has a very basic weaving technique, but I think a lot of the members were able to see the complexities involved in this. So we begin the weaving on land so they can get an understanding of the technique. I think it will be interesting for participants to experience the nuances of doing this underwater versus doing it on land. Put all our dive gear on. Once everyone's ready, we'll snorkel out and then head down. Underwater, it's going to be a little more buoyant and they can be fumbling through, but at the same time, they're in airspace and can possibly weave a little easier than they could on land.
It's a basket.
I call this a win.
Yeah.
I call this a win.
That's
We
right.
made baskets underwater.
Yeah.
When I went underwater, it just all started to float apart, but I had a whole lot of fun.
She's being really modest because I couldn't have woven this without her. She came over and helped me a bunch. So the reason hers kept falling apart was because she kept having to stop to help me.
This is the final product. Even though it came untied as I was swimming up, I had to tie it again underwater. Not too bad.
This was my first basket weaving experience, and I created more of a bowl. So, yeah, it was fun. It lasted coming into shore. One of the ends came untied, but I felt for a first production, it was pretty good.
This was our first course. I kept it to a small group of friends so I could work through some of the unforeseen issues of running this course. I think we've worked a lot of those kinks out, and we will be offering this course to the entire community. Participants are not only get this experience, but they'll leave here with the INRA. I will be processing their certificates, and they'll get a little Kwajalein sticker.
This is something we'll put on our resumes.
Like, I've never thought I would ever do basket weaving, and you know, I feel like that's definitely a Kwajalein thing, to be able to do unique experiences that you would never do anywhere else in the world. So
Bucket list definitely checked. Best basket ever.
Honestly, my parents made me terrible food growing up. So I started cooking when I was a little kid, about 10 for myself, because I knew that, you know, I could eat something that was edible in my mind. I love Chinese takeout, and the recipe that we're gonna make today is General Tso's chicken, or my own take of it. People have been pretty happy with the quality of food I've been able to produce. I'm able to kind of refine that over the last couple of years, and it's kind of a sort of food I can take anywhere I go. Make it with, as long as you got the basics, you can make it yourself at home, no problem. So I basically follow my cravings. my stomach tells me what to do, and then I just try to figure it out. You can basically cook anything here if you have the time and energy. A few exotics out here are kind of hard. You might need some specialty ingredients that sometimes you gotta order on Amazon. But for the most part, if you're willing to put the effort in, they have the cores, and you can build that to be almost anything you want. Hi, I'm Barry Turpin. I'm here with my family. I'm a meteorologist working at the RTS weather station. I really enjoy cooking a lot after a hard day's work. I want to eat something that's worth my time, so I spend a lot of time cooking at home.